The 34th edition of the Champions League, since it was renamed from the European Cup, 70 prior Champions Leagues, is going to be won by Harry Kane. Harry's gematria of 70 prior Champions Leagues in the 34th edition of the Champions League. The other team with the 34 gematria is Arsenal FC. The 71st Champions League. We have to look at, I'm just going to mention it. Barcelona's 71 gematria. But a former Tottenham Hotspur player is going to be winning the 71st edition of the Champions League. And Tottenham won the Europa, and now Harry Kane has to win a European trophy. So the season's not over yet. Technically, we've got the Club World Cup. 63 Bundesliga matches for Kane. Paris won the Champions League this past season. He has what is it? 82 total goals. The final is going to be held at Budapest next year. Budapest is gematria of 25, and Harry Kane has a total of 25 appearances in the Champions League with Bayern Munich, so I do like that Budapest gematria right there. His 65th European goal is first of the season. Next year, it's Budapest, Hungary. That's gematria of 65 and gematria of Bayern. And Bayern is gematria of the 34th edition of the Champions League. So Bayern and Harry both have gematria of 34. And so does Vincent Kompany's club, Burnley FC. Okay. Burnley doesn't have gematria 34. I always think it does. I was missing the L. So there's the Burnley 34 gematria too. Puskas Arena is 36. 72 is gematria of Kalion, although I think that's a trap. Kalion 36. Lamine is also gematria 36. So these are the 36s. It's also Real, that's gematria 36, but they're not going to win it in the first year of Alonso. We have to look at the 72nd Champions League for Real Madrid. So the 36 is going to be a trap. I think it will be a trap. Definitely. Bayern will improve. Now, when we look at the list of finals, when we look at the list of the finals of the Champions League, when we look at the list of the finals, notice how Bayern are 6-5 in the final, and 65 is the gematria of Budapest, Hungary, and Bayern. Well, they'll be 7-5 in the final when they win. Harry Edward Kane's gematria 75. You know, Inter fell to 3-4 in the final, and Zagi's gematria 34. Right after the death of Pope Francis, France wins the Champions League. I have to look at his European appearances, his 65th European goal. I think that year-end statistics is going to connect to the final at Hungary. Hungary's gematria 32, and notice how Harry Kane is going to be 32 years of age next year. 32 years of age is gematria of Hungary. He's born in the year of France's. Okay, he was born right after France won the Champions League. But PSG are at 93 wins all time in the Champions League. He's born in year 93, so we definitely do have to mention that. I think the Arsenal Gematria is going to connect to Harry Kane's youth career. He started out at Tottenham, and then he was, joined Tottenham Hotspur. So the Arsenal 34 Gematria is really about Harry Kane's youth career. They're going to space out the years, when we do see a team win their first title. Harry Edward Kane in reverse is Gematria of Inter's 56 European loss in the Champions League final. His 56 would be Gematria of Les Parisiens winning the Champions League. Les Parisiens is Gematria of Harry Kane. Interesting what the script is going to call for. Is it going to call for an English team to make it to the final against Harry Kane? For Germany, their 20th appearance in a major final. If England does make it to the final, it'd be 27. Like the Gematria where Bayern is from. Bayern is from Bavaria. Paris did win the Champions League at Bavaria. Paris is the defending champion. Now the next champion, are we going to see an English team in the final? So we'll see if it is against a... Who knows if PSG make it back to the final? Who knows? I'd like to see how many Champions League goals he has. Two in Champions League, that's 7, that's 9, that's 14, that's 20, 21, 29, 39. He is at 40 Champions League goals. Hungary's Gematria 40. Harry Kane is at 40 Champions League goals in his career. Now Hungary and Real Madrid both have same Gematria. This is going to be, the following Champions League. The one after next year. May the 30th to the day of the birthday. 30 is 3, May is 5, and 2026 is 10. That's 1. That's a 9-day numerology, the day of the final, and Harry Kane is going to win Germany their 9th final. $12 seems to be like a very big number. Bayern's 12th final. If they win the Champions League, they would be tied with AC Milan with 7 titles each. AC Milan is Gematria of 2026 Champions League final. And Milan is Gematria of Kane's age of 32. They would surpass Liverpool. They would be tied with Milan. If 12 seems like a very big number, could the 20th appearance in the final for Germany occur against Arne Slot? Arne Slot's Gematria of Munich, and in Hungary, Hungarian reverse is 32. It's Salah's gematria of the Hungary. Mohammed is gematria of Hungary in reverse. Could Liverpool make it to the final? Could they fall to 6-5 in the final at Budapest? Hey, Harry Kane, another final against Liverpool? Look at that. Could fall to 6-5 in the final if you're Liverpool. 6-5. Harry Kane has 19 goals in Champions League with Bayern, and 19 would be the gematria of the Reds. Reds is gematria of 19. The Reds would be gematria of the 34th Champions League. So those are the 34s. The Reds, 34. Harry, 34. Arsenal FC, 34. But Kane's youth career did start out with Arsenal. Harry Kane could send Liverpool to a 6-5 record in the final. Slot is gematria of 12. The 12 we're talking about is Bayern's 12th appearance in the final. Liverpool 52. Harry Kane did make it to a final against Tottenham in 2019 over at Madrid. They lost against Liverpool. But Kane was injured, and he was playing injured during that final. Could the 27th final for England, happen with the Reds? It's red by itself. That's gematria 27. If Harry Kane does play every game in the group 8, they get a bye, and they play 7 matches in the knockout. That would be 40 Champions League matches with Bayern entering the final at Hungary. Hungary's gematria the 40. I mean, Liverpool lost against PSG. If Liverpool lost against PSG, England's 12th runner-up could occur with Slot in charge. So I could see yet another loss in the final for Liverpool. Inter losing 2 finals in 3 years, and in Liverpool they lose again. So they've lost finals very recently. They won the Champions League over Harry Kane in 2019. I think he's going to get some revenge against Liverpool. I wonder how many games he's played against Liverpool. So 17 previous matches, and Tottenham ended a 17-year trophy drought to win a European trophy. And after 17 matches against Liverpool, can Harry Kane win a decisive final against Liverpool? Salah could fall to 1-3 in the final if he loses against Kane. He beat He lost against Real Madrid twice. He beat Tottenham, and he could fall to 1-3 in the final, losing to Kane. One victory and four final appearances if you are Salah. On the continental stage, he has 61 goals in Champions League. I think 61 is Gamache Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich is Gamache 61, but Bayern Munich is Gamache the 6-5 record too in the final that we speak about. So it's not like Bayern that's 65, but Bayern Munich in reverse is 65, and that's where we see the Liverpool 6-5 in the final lose against Liverpool. So. Maybe won't win Ballon d'Or, but maybe will still be in the headlines next year. Fourteenth district of Budapest would be Gamache of Salah. 'He scored 31 goals in his playing career in company. I thought Hungary's Gamache 31. Maybe Budapest is Gamache of 31. It isn't. And Vincent Kompany is also Gamache of 6-5 in the final. So I've got from next year's Champions League. It's got to be Harry Kane.